Hello and welcome. I've just realised my hands are filthy. But the true sign of a crafter, I will explain all in a minute. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. My name is Heather Thomas. I am the Songbird Stamper, an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Ferrara in the United Kingdom. And Tuesday night lives. I used to be Thursday night, switched to a Tuesday. But yeah, thank you for hopping on and joining us. Hopefully we'll get a couple of you watching live. If not, you're on the replay. And I'm here to talk to you today. We'll do a bit of crafting, but I'm here to talk to you today a little bit about the last chance list from Stampin' Up. So Stampin' Up's got a new catalogue. So I went to one stage recently, and the new catalogue, which I can show you the outside cover of, is here. These have been ordered, so if you don't have a demonstrator and you'd like one, please do shout. I would love to get one of these in your hands. I can't show you the inside just yet, but this will be available from May until May next year. So it's, as they say, an annual catalogue, lasts all year. They should be arriving on Thursday, so if you've got a class with me on Friday or next week, these should be coming in your hands. Fingers crossed. I was very, very late ordering. Good evening, Sue. Lovely to see you this evening. And with the new catalogue, we have to say hello to the new and goodbye to the old. And I was quite sad this morning because I looked on the list this morning and I was like, oh, there's only a few things on there. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice. Well, I didn't scroll far enough back, obviously. I scrolled back to the items that I know had been on the last chance list from Christmas. And it wasn't until a friend of mine messaged me and says, have you seen Painted Lavender is going? And I was like, no, hang on, what am I missing? Anyway, scroll back, there's an awful lot that's retiring. Mandy. Lovely pre-order coming your way, bless you. Oh, you'll enjoy your goodies, I'm sure. I might have to put another little cheeky order in. You never know. I didn't get everything I wanted in the first round. Same products are available. Anyway, as a demonstrator, you get to order early, which is a lovely perk. So we can order now some of the products, not all of them. The best ones, I think, are still to come, to be honest. But we can order a lot from this catalogue already. So, but if you're a customer, we are focusing on the last chance. So we have to say goodbye, and there's a lot that's retiring, a lot. And with that comes discounts. So what I was going to try and do, it really is exciting. Yours is due on Friday, lovely Sue. Some exciting goodies coming your way for sure. What I was going to try and do is show people how to filter. I don't know if this is going to work, but basically when you go on to, you'll see the custom website, but this is the demonstrator website anyway. We'll skim past that. So you go specials, last chance products. If you're anything like me, you like a discount. I wanted to kind of point out this filter button. If you're on your phone, it's here. If you're on your computer, it's on the left-hand side. So if you go filter and then scroll down to where the discounts are, here, look, discount applied, 50% or more. Check that box. I mean, you can do 40% or more, whatever you want. You can check multiple boxes as well. So, and then go apply. You will see the products that have got the highest discounts available. So for me, that is a fantastic way to kind of look and go, I want the best deals. What is around, what is on here that's the best deal for me? And your car pass its MOT. Oh, fantastic. So no money to be spent out on the car. That's awesome, Mandy. So there is a lot going on. There is a lot going on for sure. So this is the last chance sale. And like you say, up to 60% discounts on a lot of these items, which is amazing. I've got some of my favourites here to share with you. And I'm also running a buy one, get one free sale in April and in May. Where I'm selling off some of my retired products. I've got a Facebook group set up for it. You can join that. Just look for the details below. Hello, Karen. Good evening to you. So if you are planning on placing an order, or you think, actually, do you know what? I fancy getting some last chance items, or even if you don't, to be honest, you haven't really thought about it, have a consider of the buy one, get one free sale, because whatever value you place in order will entitle you to my retired stash for free, and I'm selling them like not at full retail price. So stamps I'm selling, I say selling at £10. So I've priced my retired stuff at £10. And what that means is that if you place a £10 order online, you would get a choice of a stamp set for £10 for free. So they are all in my buy one get one free sale Facebook group. So go and have a look at that if you haven't already. Like I say, the links are below. It's a great way to get a huge amount of money, a huge amount of product for your money in April. And then in May, when the new catalogue goes live as well, you can get a discount. So I'm keeping it open for April and May. And I have an online class coming up as well, which I'll probably tell you about in a bit, but it's using the Thankful Garden bundle. And it's going to be a free class when you purchase the bundle from me, or you can join the class for £20. No materials are provided, but instructions for 6 cards, 3 of which are fancy folds, and 4 hours of Zoom tuition. Anyway, let's get on. So what I've done is I've kind of gone through what I think are my favourites from the last chance list. And then what I was going to do is make one of 2 of the cards maybe, but we'll see which ones we like. So first of all, we've got this one here, which is Leaf Collection. Leaf Collection is like a big stamp set. So it's this stamp set here, and I've used the Jacob's coat technique, and I forget what we've done on YouTube's, so I could do this with you today if you wanted to, and we could kind of show you this one. Oh, yeah, really. Thank you, Mandy. It'd be lovely to have you join us on the class. It's on the 11th of May. I didn't give a date, but on the 11th of May, Sunday. Nice, chilled out Sunday crafting is what I fancy on the 11th of May. So this one is like the Jacob's, or I always call it the Jacob's coat technique, Joseph's coat technique. So if you haven't seen this before and you want this one, I don't know how we're going to do this, but kind of shout, and then I'll have to gauge who's shouting the loudest for which ones. There's only a few of them online though, so we might do that one. And that is £19 reduced down to £11.40. So I think that's a cracking deal. £11.40. One big giant stamp. So you could do lots of techniques with that one. And then we've got Frosted Forest. Now, I don't know if I've even used this. It's terrible, isn't it? Sometimes I buy things with ideas in mind and then just never get around to doing it for classes or YouTubes or... But this one is retiring. So this is £20 down to £10, this stamp set, so half price. And then these dies, £34 down to £10.20. They are gorgeous, actually. I might not get rid of these. I might just quite like having my scrapbook workshops now in person. I've got 14 people coming to the next one, which is amazing. If you're around local and you want to come, it's on Saturday. It's very short notice. I haven't been well this weekend. I had planned to advertise it a bit more, but I might keep this one. Because they're a lovely set of dies. But anyway, these are £34 down to £10.20. So even if you just kind of got the dies on their own, you could do some lovely stuff with these ones. I love this one. Yeah, they may go in my scrapbook box, actually. The masks have already sold out. So it does come with stencils. So sadly, already unavailable. And that's the thing with the last chance list. You know, you never know what's going to... I'm just going to move that light down. You never ever know when something's going to sell out. So if you've kind of thought about it and you might want something, I really would suggest just getting it sooner rather than later. Especially the in colour, kind of the going out in colours. If you need ink refills, paper, honestly, I'm not doing that from a selling perspective. They sell out, so don't lose out. Okay, next up is one of my favourites. Really sad this is going, actually, but you know, it makes way for new. This is Enduring Beauty. So I've got a couple of cards here. Some of these might be swaps. I don't remember making this one, so it might be a swap. These two I definitely remember making. This was I actually took my swap. Hey Katie. You haven't missed a lot. I'm just talking about the last chance sale at the moment and the buy one get one free sale, which I've got running. So all the details, kind of the links to those groups are down below. I'll mention it again in a bit, just in case we get new people come on. But love these. So we could make one of these two as well if people wanted to. This was done with the masks, and this one was done with Stampin' Right markers. Honestly, they're amazing bargains, aren't they? Mind blown how much is retiring, but they stay on there until they're gone. Like, then it's not just for a month now. You have got time, but if you want something, it might sell out. Oh, and I was going to tell you the story behind my incredibly blue and green hands as well, so I'll tell you that in a minute. This one, £19 down to £9.50. I mean, amazing bargain. The dies are £25 down to £10. So you get the die to cut out this big one, a couple of extra leaves, and this lovely sentiment, which we've used here. And then the mask. I'm just getting over a cold if you think my voice sounds funny. I was actually off work. I was on annual leave. I had annual leave booked, and I spoke to my boss. I was really poorly on Sunday. I spoke to my boss on Sunday and just said, look, I think I'm going to take it as sick, if that's okay. And he said, well, someone's in covering anyway. So, yeah, we've kind of reverted to sick leave, but feeling a bit better this afternoon, which is good. And the masks, you get 5 masks. I mean, these are going to go £11.75 down to £5.87. £5.87 for a lovely set of stencils. But yeah, great bundle. So nobody shouted for the other one yet. If you want this one, shout pink or blue, and I could do either of those. I quite like the pink one. I might just do the pink one if no one shouts. So we've got those. The other thing that's going is Country Bird House. This has had quite a lot of use actually, which is nice. I like it when things retire once I've had a lot of use out of them. £19 down to £9.50 again. And the dies are £30 down to £21. You get quite a lot of dies in that set. So this is one I did mainly with the dies and cutting it out of the DSP with a cute background, just ink blended with a bit of flicking. This again is a combination of stamps and dies. And again, background, ink blended and flicking. And then this is one I made nearly all with the dies, just the birdies added on separate. I loved making this one. It was so bright and cheery. It's a lot of die cut flowers though. A lot of die cut flowers. But really, really nice set. I loved how I did the background here with the cloud die that we had, which I think is also on the last chance sale. So that's that one. And then it's got two more of my favourites to show you, and then we'll do some crafting. What else have we got? Beach Day. I've only just bought this one. This is going to go in my stamping, in my scrapbooking thing, because these dies are lovely for kind of beach days, sunshine. Great set of dies. These are a great price. These are £32 down to £12.80, which is phenomenal. You get a lot in there. So you've got the waves, you've got the sand dune, you've got the beach hut that you could create on its own, little fence, you've got the palm tree, the rubber ring, you've got shells, and then you've got all the extra bits which cut out all these bits as well. So if you don't like fussy cutting, I'm actually really glad I got this one. I mean, seeing as I only bought it recently, I could have waited and got it on the last chance, but you never know. You never know what is going to stay and what is going to go. But I made, I had a blog hop to do. It's not why I bought it, but I'm glad I did. I had a blog hop to do recently, which was ocean fun, something like that. So I made this cute one. The pink is a bit brighter. You've got a pink blended background in the background, which is a bit brighter in person. But loved making this and doing all the colouring. It's really flat. It's really simple. I tried to put extra bits on here, but it just didn't look right. So I need to tell you about my hands in a sec. So I kind of just went with the less is more. So we could make that one as well if you wanted to. So yeah, well, so I was doing some prepping for the sale today, the selling all my retired stuff, and I got all my old ink pads out, and some of them had leaked a little bit, and as I was trying to clean them up, I just ended up getting absolutely covered. It just happened to be Pacific Point and mint macaron that had gone. So yeah, I tried to be careful, knowing that I was coming on live, but you know what it's like with ink, it just gets everywhere. So I wasn't able to stay clean, annoyingly. So Citrus Blooms is the last one I've got here for you. Stamp set is £25 down to £15. And the dies are cracking. I love this set of dies. It's £40 down to £16. So that's a huge saving. So you get the stamps and the dies to cut out the stamps. You get 4 flowers, 2 of each. You get 4 sets of leaves, and then these little ones, and then you get this one as well. So the inside, the kind of frame, and the outer frame as well. And this was a birthday card that somebody sent to me. The lovely Rebecca Wilmore sent me this one, and she's made the card front using the dies, which is so clever, and then just sponged some ink on. Used the stamps and the papers. Yeah, really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. And I love this effect with the ribbon. It's gorgeous, isn't it? I need to do that more often. I actually do. I did it for yesterday, but for some reason she's done a really good job on that. It just looks gorgeous. And then this was a swap, I believe. A swap that I got given, yeah, by the lovely Emma Goddard. So quite simple but really effective. Stamping ombre and then the stamp on the top there. So lots and lots of ideas for you, and just a kind of a snapshot of what is available on the last chance sale. So if you haven't already, check it out. Because if you're here, that means you love crafting. Let's be honest. And if you love crafting, you need craft supplies. And if you're anything like me, you love a bargain. So that's where you'll find the bargains on the Stampin' Up website, last chance sale. Okay, so nobody has shouted for anything, so I'm going to show you Enduring Beauty because I really like this one. I might do it in a different colourway. I'm going to do a purple one, I think. Or shall I do teal? I might do teal. I could do Summer Splash. These look really similar, Summer Splash and Coastal Cabana, but they are different. I could do teal. I hadn't really given it any thought to colourways. Or we could just go purple, because we all know I like purple. I feel I want to show you something different though. Let's try this. Let's see what these two look blended together. I haven't got anything out and ready because I didn't know what we were going to be doing. Teal. Katie says teal. I know. I'm really, really, really looking forward to scrapbooking because I actually get to do it too. And I've got my album out. I haven't done anything. Well, I have. I've looked at it and done about 20 minutes on it since we last met. So I am looking forward to getting it out and doing some scrapbooking. I've got lots of memories to remember. What's going on? The nice thing about scrapbooking is it helps you to remember the things. Certainly if you've got a memory like mine. Helps you to remember what's going on. Teal for you. Purple is a go-to for you. So nice to see something else. Exactly. And Triana, I know, right? It's so nice to see something else done. I just struggle to do it. I'm always like, oh, purple, everything looks good in purple. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to sitting down and doing some. I've got my little niece, who I've seen a few times. I went down to the lovely Stacey Marsh, if you don't know, is another demonstrator. She's in Kent, and she had a class, and me and several of my team went down, and the lovely Emma went down to have a nice day with her. So that was really nice. I'm just going to see what these look like kind of blended together. I'm hoping. Yeah, I think that's right. The Coastal Cabana is just a little bit lighter than the... I'll tell you what we could do. We could bring in some pretty peacock as well for a really dark... Okay, let's do that. So really, Stacey is really lovely. So we went, you bore yourself. You make me laugh so much. Considering we've never met, Antriana, you do make me giggle. So we went down to Stacey's, which was lovely, and had a fun day. And so that was really nice with 6 of us, I think, yeah, which was really good. So I've got that memory to... Oh, and on stage, of course, I've got all my on-stage memories. I cannot forget on stage. It was amazing. So that's the Coastal Cabana. And then we'll go in with the Summer Splash, which is just this darker layer. So this is quite a new blending brush. When we were at Stacey's class, there was a lady sat next to me, a lovely lady called Sue. And I met a couple of Sues that day. She had a blending brush, and we were blending with yellow. And I was like, your blending brush is really clean. Anyway, it turns out she's only got a few and she cleans them after every single use. And we were all looking at ours going, oh, most of ours are brown. We use them for everything. And then eventually, after a while, they've all gone brown. Ah, hey Louisa, saying hello to you from your new pad. Hope today's been a successful day. Getting lots done. So I'm just going to go back in with a little bit of Coastal Cabana. I feel like I've gone too dark too quickly, to be honest. But you can't undo it. So it is what it is. I just feel like maybe I could have gone a little bit more of the ombre in here. But you know, such is life. Go big or go home, as they say. Yeah, On Stage was amazing. We're already planning Cologne next year. On Stage is in Cologne, in Germany. So we've got hotels booked already, only because they were selling out. Like, I was really surprised. And so I've got quite a few of my team who like to go, which is amazing because we just have a blast together. But we want to all make sure we're in the same hotel. So it's a case of planning ahead so that we get rooms booked up and stuff. Okay, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of this. Lots of unpacking and sorting. Oh, I'm sure. I'm just going to see if I've got a more suitable blending brush colour for the dark. I think this is my dark teal. Look at that colour there. Hope these go. Oh, we have fish and chips for tea tonight. We were going to go down to the seafront and have fish and chips, but the last time we went down to the seafront to have fish and chips, we got our dinner was tried like dogs. We kept trying to steal our dinner, so we decided we would bring it back, and we ate in the conservatory, which was lovely. So it's just a case of trying to blend these two together so you get a nice even line across here. At the moment, we've just got a little bit of a ridge. You can come back in with the Summer Splash as well, don't forget. That just helps to... Oh, my arm starts aching. Ah, Louisa, we are using Enduring Beauty, which is currently on the last chance sale list. I've got buried under everything else now. So this is the fantastic offer as well. So if you were to get everything here, it would work out about 25 quid for the stamps, the dies, and the masks. All currently still available. I literally just checked before I came online. So Enduring Beauty bundle, that is, and it comes with the stencils, the dies, and the stamps. So really, really good value for 25 quid. You made carbonara tonight, always makes the family cry. Why does it make them cry? Oh, I like carbonara. Russ made me carbonara for one of the first times he cooked for me, but it turned a little bit like scrambled eggs, if I'm being completely honest. It's quite a difficult dish to make. Okay, so that's got a better blend there, and then I'm just going to come up into there a little bit with that. And then really dark down in this corner. And then we get to do something fun in a minute. Well, that's a nice ombre. Ombre makes me feel like Mexican. Ombre. I shouldn't really take the mickey, should I? I'm not. I'm just talking funny. And then just up into that lighter section up there. Okay, so that is our ombre background with the teal. It's a good colour for my hands anyway. But looks gorgeous. Oh, you'll not hate normal food. Oh, I love carbonara. Don't often have it though because Russ isn't a fan. Okay, so while we do the next bit, we are going to, yes, we're going to get a water painter. If I can find one that's got any water in. Here's hoping. This has got water in and it's not a funny colour either. Oh, Christ. Just squeezed it and it didn't come out where I was expecting it to. So we are going to just flick on some water. Might need to turn my grid paper over now because it's filthy. And you're going to see the magic. Yes, last chance products have gone up, Louisa. So they are on the website, on the Stampin' Up website. If you go to specials and then last chance, you'll find them all on there. There's lots. There's loads up there. So some really cracking deals. And I've got my buy one get one free sale on at the moment as well. So if you purchased anything from there, from the normal website, then you would get some of my retired stuff for free too. So I want some big blobs here. So you can actually just paint them on as well. Depends how brave you're feeling. I'm not feeling all that brave, so. Ah, some of your favourite colours. Walk, don't walk, run. Run, Louise. Run to the website. Yeah, there's loads on there. Like I say, and if you want an extra bargain as well, you can grab my bog off sale. The instructions are in the information to get to the website, to my Facebook group, is in the description below. I want more water, please. Water painter. I'm just going to be brave and tip it in my hand like that. And you know where I am, obviously. If you don't really know what I'm talking about, and you're like, oh, what's she on about? Just reach out. I'm back at work tomorrow, but I'm sure I'll find a 5 minutes spare to chat to you. Don't normally have a problem. Okay, I think that's enough. You can go a little bit overboard with splattering. Can't believe I'm saying that, but I always do this. I'm like, oh, I think that's enough. And then I'll just do a bit more. You need a bit more for good luck. I love how that shows on those darker colours though. Hockey cookie. Right, let's put that to one side. I'm going to flip that over. Not that it's going to make a huge amount of difference because it's still soggy, but let's get some more white. And I'm going to show you these awesome masks. So some normal black ink, whatever black ink you use. You're going to need to take your stamps, which I've lost already. Here they are. I'm going to grab this big one. You can see how much use this has had. And no, I haven't cleaned it. Probably should. I tend to clean them when they no longer stick to my blocks. Annoyingly, this stamp is just ever so slightly too big for this size block. So if you have a bigger block, do use it. I'm going to show you how to just about get round it. So I'm going to ink that up with my black ink. Just a normal memento would do. You don't need a StazOn or anything for this one. And then you're going to stamp that down on your piece of cardstock. Oh, I said I was going to show you what to do, so you didn't get this. But all you do is basically just touch a finger on it really lightly, but actually it's come out okay. Love this image. Really, really good stamp set. And then what you need to do is grab your masks. I think I'm going to really like this card. And then you're going to start, so all the masks, I know we've done masks before, but they've all got a number. 1, 2, and then the other side hasn't got a number. Okay, so you want it with the number facing upright. And then what you're going to do is find out where it fits. I think I had it up right now. Okay. Find out where it fits on here, like this. Now, I'm okay lining these up, but if you're not, then what you want to do, you need to make sure your cardstock stays in the same place every time, because this caught us out in a class the other day. So first thing to do is kind of mark where your cardstock is. We're not going to use the edges of this cardstock, so we're safe. And then pop your mask on. The first one is always really easy to line up. It's when you get down to the other layers that it gets a bit more difficult. So you can notch your V here, and then if you really want to be precise, you can make a mark in the corner on that corner as well. Okay, and that's where your first mask is going to go. Now, depending on how like strong I would say your hands are, you may wish to tape this down. Because if you don't, then it could slip. I am okay with my hands. So I'm going to go in with my lightest layer at the moment. I say I'm okay with my hands. Now watch all this slip. So I'm going to take this Coastal Cabana and I'm just going to I'll take the worst off over here. And I'm just going to do a really light layer. I think the thing with blending, especially with stencils, is it doesn't look like much is happening. And the temptation is to go really dark. I really don't think you need to though. That's my biggest piece of advice, is don't go too dark. You can always go back in and add more if you think you need it. And then you've got layer number 2, which is the leaves. So I'm going to pop that to one side for a minute. Then you've got layer number 3, which is your kind of outer bit. Covering. So, oh, look, I moved my cardstock. That's what you're not supposed to do. So line your cardstock back up again. When you use grid paper, it's really handy because you can line up the bottom edge. And then pop this mask over, and then you just want to line up that notch. But can you see how the V is out here? So I really do recommend doing the notch and the V. The notch and the corner. And that's going to help you line that up. Like I say, if you don't kind of find you have a problem, then no worries. You get used to them after a while lining them up, but the first couple can be a bit tricky. This set's not too bad, but the new Thankful Garden set's quite difficult. That's the one I'm running the online class on, the Thankful Garden. So it masks like this as well. So yeah, if you fancy coming and joining us on that one, I haven't put the link to that below, but head to my website, which is www.thesongbirdstamper.co.uk, or come and join us in the Songbirds Nest, which is my Facebook group, because I will be advertising everything there over the coming weeks. And you've got that. Now you can go one more with this, which is number 5, but it just does the centers, and I don't really like it, if I'm completely honest. So I'm going to leave this like that. For me, that's plenty. And then we can go in with the leaves, which I'm going to do in the Pretty Peacock. Yeah, I know, right? Wild. So Pretty Peacock for the leaves. It will be recorded, Mandy. Yes, everything will be recorded. I need to figure out how, because Facebook's changed everything. But yes, it will. 4 hours of content will be recorded for you to catch up on. And there's 3 fun folds in that class as well. So you've got loads of ideas. Hello, Paul. Nice to see you. To see you nice. Well, I know I lost track of time. I do it all the time. I lost track of with a week this week. It wasn't until I was in the car earlier. I was like, oh my God, it's Tuesday. I'm supposed to be going live. So I popped a quick post up, and here I am. So I'm going a little bit darker with this because these leaves are Pretty Peacock. I want contrast. So if I'd gone quite light with this, you wouldn't get the contrast against the colours underneath. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? And that was layer number 2. And then this is layer number 4. So it goes leaf, flower, leaf, flower, leaf, flower for the layers, just to confuse things. And this one, we're going in a little bit darker again. I don't really want to go crazy dark, but we want it to be enough. Pretty, huh? Yeah, I like that. I don't think we need to go more. We could potentially go a little more on this one. See, I do it all the time. Stop, Heather, stop. No, I don't want to. It's like an internal battle with myself sometimes. Oh, slips. See, I told you. It's when you end up with ghosting, so you really don't want to slip. There we go. I think that's good. Just a little bit darker. Cold and snow. Oh, Paul, we had fish and chips. It was so sunny here. So sunny. We yesterday, we don't drink much, Russ and I, but we do like a cider in the garden once Russ finishes work at 4 o'clock in the summer. And yesterday we were like, oh, it's so sunny. Let's have a cider and sit in the garden. Went into the back garden and was like, nah, freezing. It's in the shade. Front garden. We've got a really big, well, we've got a small back garden and a big front garden. So comparatively to most properties, it is a really big front garden. And I'm just looking for the dyes while I chat to you. And so I sat in the front garden. I was like, not much warmer. I mean, beautifully sunny, but not much warmer. So in the end, I went and got my blanket and we sat outside and under my blanket. So I'm just pulling off all these leaves. So you get 2 of each leaf, which is lovely. And I'm going to die cut this. I don't always die cut things, but I am going to. I'm going to tape it. So yeah, we're doing really well actually with the weather, and it's supposed to be really nice all week. I'm not looking forward to work tomorrow because it tends to be a bit crazy, although we have had a nice Monday and Tuesday, so people might have got it out of the system. The school kids after school go jumping in the water, and it's just a nightmare. So frustrating because it's really cold, the water still, but they're just like, oh, it's sunny. They don't get taught, even though they live close to the sea for some reason. Nobody teaches them, I don't think, about tides and weather and water safety. And we see some crazy stuff happening. And then it's just up to us and the RNLI, which is if you're from the States, or USA, which is the Royal National Lifeboat Institution. So they're the ones that go out and rescue people. Hello, lovely. How are you doing, Shaz? All right. So I'm going to pop this through the cut and emboss machine, of which I am finally learning the name. It's only been, I don't know, how long we had this machine? It's only been a few years. Totally out of my comfort zone with these teals here. I loved the background. Could be a bit monochromatic overload though, if I'm honest. We'll see. I'm never sure what colour to do leaves when you've gone for a teal flower. So peel the tape off nice and slowly. Because we've ink blended, the paper's a little bit like wet, and so it can rip. So just go nice and slow. Oh, that's coming off lovely. There we go. And there's the background that we made for those of you that were late, for want of a better word. There's our flower. Look at that. There's our flower. No, you're never late. You're always on time. Always on time. Okay, I'm wondering if I can get a few of these leaves out of here. I can indeed. Certainly because they're going to be, so we can use the mini for this. So I don't need this massive machine. I use my mini a lot. Oh, thanks, Mandy. Such a great stamp set. I love this one. Okay, so let's just cut this, I think. That one. I'm going to get this one out of here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need quite a lot of leaves actually. We might have to do 2 passes. The white is going to look. No, honestly, Shaz. Oh, lambing are you? Oh, I went to a farm probably this time a couple of years ago, and I took a video, and it was they were rounding up all the sheep. And I sent it to a dear friend of mine. And when I got home, I showed Russ, and he was like, I mean, they look like they're being taken off to slaughter. And I was like, oh, well, I don't think so. I'd assumed they were off lambing. I don't know, though. I might have just sent my friend a video of a load of sheep or lambs going off to slaughter. But I like to think that they were off to lambing. But don't correct me if I'm wrong, because I like to live in my innocent what is it, ignorant bliss. Oh, bless you, thank you, Shaz. It does. The thumbs up will help. I get a little payment from YouTube every now and again. Like I monetize. You have to watch the videos, which I'm very thankful for. And then just every now and again, like a couple of times a year, I get a nice little 70, 80 pounds into my bank account, which is a big help actually. So yeah. Thank you to everybody, and thank you, YouTube. Appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Okay, so this is going to cut out those leaves, and then we'll just do a couple more, and they're going to look stunning against that teal background, I reckon. I want a couple more of those big ones as well. I gave my craft room a real deep clean the other day, and it's now an absolute pigsty again. Sometimes I just don't know why I bother. Other times I think if I didn't ever do it, it would be just a disaster zone. So I convinced myself that it is worth it. And I don't think it, once you've done a deep clean, I don't think it actually takes that long to tidy it afterwards. But, you know, I used to say around this point in the video, so what are you all doing at the weekend? But it's Tuesday now, not Thursday. So you've got a bit of a way to go until the weekend. You've got more lambing to do, Shaz. Are they kind of, I mean, I'm assuming they just come when they're ready at this point now, don't they? So is it a case of kind of keep your eyes open and see what happens? Love lambs. I saw a sheep sitting once, just sitting, chilling on its hind legs. Funniest thing I've ever seen. Not ever, but it looked really weird. Oh, that's impressive, Paul. What's that? Welcome to show your support. Did you join my membership, Paul? That's what that looks like. I set that up because I was in a YouTube membership boot camp and then did nothing with it. So if you did, I feel like I should do a special membership video. I ought to check that genuinely to see who has. I totally forgot about it. I was in this boot camp and we set up this membership thing. It's basically like a few pounds a month, I think, and then you get the idea was you get special bonus content. And one of the things you get is special like badges. Seeing me at the weekend. Seeing a lot of Katie at the weekend because she's coming up for the class on Friday and the scrapbooking on Saturday. Hello, Kay. 2 ewes left to lamb. You're both exhausted. Oh, bless you. How many sheep have you got? I don't think I knew you had a farm. How did I not know this? Oh, look, this is going to go really well with these colours as well. This is something I made. So I bought this tray from B&M. Was it B&M Home Bargains? B&M Bargains or something like that. And this is alcohol inks. So I went round and had a play date with somebody, and we made some alcohol ink art. And this was one of the things I made. And I've just recently lacquered it. So I sprayed on this like Krylon coating. And the idea was that I use it to store my dyes. As you can see, I've got quite a lot here. These are for class on Friday. These are not just me being lazy. But I store my dyes in it. I have got a little magnet thing as well, which I use. But like you say, when I've got quite a lot of dyes like this, my magnet gets a bit full. Oh, I know. I was really pleased with that, actually. Thank you. I thought I might start selling at the craft fairs. It's only £2 for the tray. I had a whale of a time. I made 4. I couldn't really stop once I'd started. So Russ has got one in his room, and I've got some for Easter gifts for my family too. Gorgeous colour, isn't it? I nearly took the purple one, and then I was like, actually, my room is teal. I should keep the teal one. So I'm just going to poke all the bits out of these dyes. I am well, thank you. I wasn't well. I am just overcoming a bit of a cold. Actually, when I said a bit of a cold, it was a horrible cold. I get them so that my nose just won't stop running. Although I would like to say I'm rarely ill, but this kind of last 12 months I've been ill several times, which is really unusual. I think it's the stress at work, if I'm completely honest. Not something I've ever suffered with, but since a new management took over, let's just call it challenging. Let's just leave it there. Right. I've got, what do we think ribbon wise? We've got, that looks pretty actually. So this is our background. This is the, I think I've already just made my mind up for myself. That's the ribbon I've got. Or we've got this one here. I think it's got to be this darker one, hasn't it? And I'm wondering, have we got any pretty peacock? I want some like glimmer paper. Oh, excuse me, big yawn. Have a look. Have we got any glimmer paper? Let me just search the website. With so many things being online now, the website is the easiest place. It used to be let's check the catalogue, but now it's just so much easier to check the website. So I just go online and I just kind of put in glimmer paper. You can't see a thing, can you? Glimmer paper. And it will show me all the colours we've got. No. Oh, we tell you what I have got. The 2024-2026 in colour glimmer paper. Let's get some of that. I mean, to be honest, I could just get my acetate and glimmer paper thing out, but we do have white I could colour as well. Yeah, I don't know where that is, or even if I've got any white. I was probably like, oh, white, who wants white? But it's quite useful. That's a nice colour. What colour is that? Oh, that's pretty peacock. This might be a retired one, to be honest. 3-colour glimmer paper. Oh well, I think we're going for it. Let's cut a strip of that. I love glimmer paper. So how wide is the ribbon? The ribbon is 1 centimetre. So probably go just like 1.5 centimetres, something like that. Cut myself a little strip. I should change my trimmer blade before I cut that, but I'm going to cut it to 10. I might regret this decision and decide that the other one was better, but that goes across there. That's then going to lay on top of it. And then that one on top of there. I mean, you're not going to see much of it. It just is a, yeah, that's nice. Just is a hint around the outsides. So I'm going to try and get this on as straight as I can. You might have ordered some last chance glimmer. Don't blame you, Katie. I don't think you can actually have too much glimmer paper in your life, to be honest. Okay, so I'm going to line that up on my grid paper. Probably there, actually, it's easier. I don't know what halfway is, but all I know is if I use my grid paper, I'm more likely to get it straight. Okay, that's middle-ish enough. And then on the other side, we are going to use some tape. So probably just a tape runner. Kind of, I don't know where it is anymore, but kind of halfway. And then what you want to do is just start one end off on the back. You want it halfway so that it comes along the middle of the glimmer paper. You can either stick this down, but we're having quite a lot around here, so I don't necessarily feel the need to stick it down at the midpoint. If I didn't have such a big kind of die going over the top of it, then I probably would, but I don't feel the need to. I'm going to make my card base now. Do I change my job? Don't I change my job? I am like a yo-yo at the moment. I feel like a yo-yo. Oh, the amount of applications I've started, and then I'm like, actually, I don't want a new job. Really don't. I just want mine to be more pleasant. I want mine to go back to what it's been like for the last 10 years. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm I'm concerned if I walk away, I won't be able to get my job back. My boss has made it abundantly clear that I shouldn't take anything for granted. Yeah, there we go. Say no more, because I've mentioned, you know, trying something else, and then see, that does not look straight, does it? There we go. The grid paper says it was straight. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Paul, you can see your little cute little badge. Bless you. Thank you so much. YouTube didn't tell me. It should have told me. Yeah, you get like loyalty badges. And I designed them all on Canva. And they're all different types of birds. And you start off as the most cutest little songbird. You can just about see it on the badge there. And you get little icons that you can, like emojis that you can use. I had fun designing those. Okay, now what you're going to do is grab this and pop it up on some dimensionals. So I've gone for the kind of this flower being up the right way, but I honestly don't think it matters one way or the other which way you go. So I'm going to go like this. And some dimensionals. I like shift working because it affords me it's more money because I get paid for unsociable hours. And everyone's like, oh, you get paid a lot of money, but actually that's because I work ridiculous shifts and I work overtime. I mean, by everybody, I mean the others in the day workers. So if I went into a job, I'd have to go into a job 2 bands above in order to kind of be on the same pay. That's difficult. I think a lot of shift. I was chatting to another shift worker recently, and she was saying the same. Kind of get stuck in shift working because it's good money. You never got a Blue Peer badge. You want a badge? Bless you. It's my membership Monday. If you join the member, I think it's like £3.50 a month, I think, and it's just a way of showing your appreciation. It's like a buy me a coffee thing, and you do get special badges. But I kind of I talked about it once and then kind of forgot about it, and I was like, oh, so I feel bad. And yeah, I ought to do something with it. I really ought to. But I can't even remember what I said I would do at the different levels, so I need to have a look at that again. But I massively appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so now it's just a case of tucking these leaves under kind of where you think they're best to go. So I'm just following the design. Yeah, a lot of jobs have changed a lot. Ours was quite a rapid change, and I think it is a little bit of a cultural shift, just as time goes on. And I think it's been really noticeable because 2 of our managers, I mean, one had been there for like 50 years, a long time in the dockyard, and one had been in and out again for many years. And they've gone and they've made way for new, which, you know, happens. And with that brings change. You're a sub on another page. She does sub. Yes, exactly that, Shaz. That's what my plan was to do member only. I didn't think anybody had joined, so I didn't do anything about it. But I must have a look and see if other people have joined. I thought YouTube would tell me. It's not told me anything. So yes, that was exactly my plan. I was going to do some member only videos and kind of behind the scenes stuff, a little bit more kind of get to know you kind of thing rather than just once a week live. Then I did have a bit of a wobble in January, February, which extended into March as well. Like everything just got really difficult. I am looking forward to putting some gems on this. We've got some nice gems I think are going to go really nicely. Look at the white against this though. Thank you, Kay. Striking is the right word. It's different. It's not my usual colours. It's nice to do something a little bit different. It's definitely coming together, isn't it? So I've obviously stuck this on. Oh, I know what I did on the last one. I didn't put this band at the middle. I put it a bit lower down. That's okay. I'm going to put this one on here and hope it sticks. I'm going to put one more of these. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to put one more of these on here. And then that one on there, like that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Love that. And then what we're going to do is grab some gems, and then we just need to decide on a sentiment. So in my gem store, these used to be, I'm a bit slow in life. This was the one I was thinking of with the gold because it would match the ribbon. These all used to be kind of stacked in this little tin, and it was overflowing and I couldn't get the lid on, and it moved forever. It was like that. And then all of a sudden one day I was like, if I stand them up, they're a bit easier to see and access, and I'll get more in there. It took me probably about a year to realise that. Worked for a company for 17 years, changed management, 11 out of 15 staff were made redundant. Shocked to learn that staying with the company so long is that. Yes! Honestly, I thought exactly that, Andriana. I thought staying with a company, I thought, do you know what? I'll apply for another job. And they'll look at it and they'll kind of go, yeah, quite clearly a dedicated member of staff, blah, 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 blah. Turns out not. No. Turns out not. A, I've suffered from skill fade, I think. And B, they want people who are kind of, I don't know, geared up and ready to move to the next challenge kind of thing. And I'm like, actually, I'm quite happy. I just want to get to know how to do my job properly and then do my job properly for you for a long time. But it turns out that's not quite, it's not quite how people see it anymore. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Okay. Thank you. Yeah, pleased with this. I say not my usual colours at all. But this is me. This is my colours. I went to the Birmingham NEC and I met one of my friends up there. She doesn't live around here anymore. She's into sewing and she's very much more nature and natural. I love nature, but she's all over it. And everything bright and shiny and glittery and pink I was looking at. And I was like, oh, look at this. She was saying that she was much more drawn to the natural colours, the neutrals, the earthy tones. It was fascinating. Okay, we just need a sentiment before I talk for too long. And I love these sentiments, but I feel like I want something just a bit more. Oh, I tell you what. New stamp set, new die set. I'm not convinced that grey is the right colour. Well, it could be. But these are really nice sized sentiments. I showed these on the live last week, and someone said I sold them on the the normal sentiments. Normal sentiments. What about the card making class group? Oh yes, Paul. There's another. I think these are my grand plans. I was going to do. Yeah, I could still do that for sure. Basically, my monthly card class that I do for my cuppa and card, I had planned to do for the membership. So people who signed up to the next layer of membership upwards, the card class one, they were going to get the card class once a month or once every 6 weeks. Everything I do is once every 6 weeks. So I might just stamp these and die cut these in Pretty Peacock. I tell you what would go nicely with this actually, that Secret Sea, the new one. Wouldn't that look nice? And then it's a bit more usable. Let's do that. So once every 6 weeks, I would hop online and we would do a 2-hour card class where I would show the cards and would do the cards. It wasn't going to be like a kit in the post or anything, so I can't do that to abroad, but could definitely do that. So stamp set, more messages, I think it is. This is just, honestly, this is just one stamp set, Andriana. If you're not seeing this one, you're going to love this. It's called More Messages. think. And it's this one. So with that, it's basically just going to stamp straight on there. Oh, I've cut it a bit fine, haven't I? Let's see if I can. I thought it would be half a sheet of A4, a quarter of a sheet of A4. Okay, that's going to go on there like that. I'm just going to get a new piece of card out because the card's always going to get used, isn't it? I don't want to risk getting that wrong. So we can cut around it once we're done. So piece of cardstock. Oh, Paul, bless you. Paul's uploaded. Right, that's it. Commitment made. I now need to do a card class. Love it. No, I look forward to doing that, actually. Yeah, we'll get together. Oh, I haven't set a date or a time, like I will do. 2 hours, and I'm going to teach but then I just need to advertise the membership more. Yes, Shaz, yes. I thought people might be interested in that. Probably a quarter sheet of, it could be a quarter sheet of US, Katie, actually. I hadn't thought about that. Slightly different sizes, isn't it? So this is Secret C. So it's like the new black. Yeah, okay. Well, there's a lot going on in April. I don't mind doing the class in April, but I don't know if I want to advertise anymore because I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I sent a newsletter out today. I've got the sale going on. I don't want to bombard people with way too much, but I ought to talk about it on YouTube, seeing as this is where you guys hang out. I love YouTube. Look at that. Yes. So it's not black. It's not grey. It's Secret C. And then what you're going to do, one die. I need to clean that. It's not going to happen tonight. I've got class on Friday. Oh my gosh. We're going to grab the dies. Talk about organised. My dies are actually now in alphabetical order. Fed up of going through them all. So when I sorted out my retired stuff today, I thought they can now live, because there's less of them, in alphabetical order. And then that is going to die cut out all those in one go. How cool is that? So this is going to be available in May. This is not available now, but you're going to see me using this one a lot, I think. And then the idea is I'm just going to keep them all. You're going to need you're going to need the daddy die cut. I'm going to keep them all in that little pot. And then I'm going to spend half an hour looking for the sentiment in the colour that I need when I'm ready to do it. And you just line it up. I know you can't see it, but believe me. I'm just going to line that up and I'm going to run that through. And we are going to get a whole heap of die cuts. Oh, yeah, I know, right? Strawberries. That's a big old crack, isn't it? Strawberry Slush is a lovely colour. If you haven't seen it yet, that's Strawberry Slush. And I tell you what, it works really nicely with Secret C together. And then look at all these. So you've got all of those cut out, ready to go. Genius. So I think I'm going to go for thanks a lot because I need more thank you cards in my life. And then that's just going to go somewhere like that. Just along the one side. I don't think we need anything a little bit bigger. Always here for you. You could do any of these. Any of these would work. You're simply incredible, but I always need thank you cards on hand. Oh yeah, it's a block of dies. Genuinely amazing stuff. And I love this. We've had a couple of these before, but I think this is the best because they're normal sentiments and they're normal sized and shaped dies. The other thing I was going to do is just take the die and cut it blank because quite a lot of our stamps, when I'm looking for a sentiment die, I don't have one the right size. I find a lot of the sentiment sets, a lot of the sentiment dies that come with the sets. For example, this one I'm using at the moment, the Enduring Beauty. The sentiment die is actually quite big. Enduring Beauty, look at this. It's nice, but it's really quite big in comparison to a lot of these. So some of our smaller sentiments, and I quite often like it I don't want a massive one. I just want a nice small one. So I like these. So I'm just going to cut some, and then I'll have some blank shapes to stamp my sentiments on. Hokey cokey. Right. What I'm going to do is just pop that up on a dimensional, I think. If you are interested in my membership, absolutely no pressure whatsoever, but you can find the details, I think, on my homepage of my YouTube. It should just say something simple like membership, and that's what that is basically. And I am now committed. I'm going to do it. We're going to have some fun together on YouTube, and we'll do some special videos. I enjoyed doing the boot camp. I just never kind of did anything with it. That's going to go just on there like that, just overhanging the edge a little bit. And there's my card. So there's the one I made previously. Yeah, honestly, add that one. Definitely a good one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that was useful. To see a little bit of the kind of products that's going to be on the last chance. Like I said, if you wanted this bundle, you could get the whole lot at the moment for about 25 quid, which is the stamps, the dies, and the masks as well. Really, really easy to add colour. If you want to learn more about the masks, come and join my Thankful Garden class. Just head to my website. Actually, you won't find it there at the moment because even though I've added the product, I will add it there tomorrow. So go to www.thesongbirdStamper.co.uk and go to classes, and then have a look under there, under online classes, and you'll find that. What is the group if joined? Say that again, Paul. What is the group if joined? I don't understand. And then you should find access to that on Thankful Garden class. 20 quid worldwide, no products, but you do get 4 hours of Zoom, or you can get that class for free when you buy the bundle. So if you're in UK or Europe, Thankful Garden bundle. Shall I get it and show you quickly? Probably a good idea. It's this one. It's a really nice big stamp set. You get 2 flowers in there, much bigger on the inside. You get masks for both of these, so just like we've done here with the stencils. So I can show you how to do that. What is the group I joined? Facebook group or other group? Message me, Paul. Send me a PM. Send me a PM. So that's the bundle with the dies as well. You get the dies and you get the which got leaves and flowers. It cuts these out, loads of stuff. And the masks as well, all included, 62 quid, and then you get the free class. That's all from me today. Thank you so much for hopping on. I'm going to go and have some rhubarb, freshly picked from the garden yesterday, because we never ate it yesterday, with some ice cream, which I'm really looking forward to. We got my granddad's rhubarb. Oh, lots of echoes. Oh. Yeah, we got my granddad's rhubarb and found it from a neighbour, and I went up and he kind of segmented a bit off for us, and it's growing really, really well. Need to make a retirement card, but you're struggling to get it started. Oh, it's tricky, isn't it? Tricky. A couple of videos. Get your mojo going again. Watch some YouTube videos and see if you can get an idea. A nice big one for retirement quite often is good. So then everybody can sign the inside of it. Would help. Give people space to write. So maybe a 6x6 or even a 7x7. I'm glad you found us again. Yep. So thank you for hopping on. I won't be here next week because I'm working nights, annoyingly. But I should be back the week after that. So yeah, have fun. I'm amazing. Bless you, Paul. Someone's spamming your account. I'm not sure. But thank you if that's a compliment to me. I appreciate you. Yeah, thanks everybody. Take care. Have a lovely week. Enjoy the sunshine if you're in the UK. Paul, enjoy the snow. I don't know if you can or not, but if you can, make a snowman because that would be fun. Enjoy whatever you've got. Take care, and I'll see you all again really soon. Bye, everybody. Bye for now.